Russia will adhere to nuclear arms limits for one more year after the last remaining nuclear pact with the United States expires in February next year. Russia expects the US to follow Moscow's example and also stick to the treaty's limits.
To avoid provoking a further strategic arms race and to ensure an acceptable level of predictability and restraint, we believe it is justified to attempt to maintain the status quo established by the New START Treaty during this rather turbulent period. Therefore, Russia is prepared to continue adhering to the central quantitative limitations of the New START Treaty for 1 year after February 5, 2026. We believe this measure will only be viable if the United States acts in a similar manner.
Well, speaking at a meeting with members of Russia's Security Council, Russian President Putin said that the termination of the New START agreement will have negative consequences for global stability. The New START Treaty, signed in Prague in 2010, is the last remaining nuclear arms reduction agreement between the world's top 2 atomic powers and limits the number of nuclear warheads each side can deploy. The treaty, signed by former US President Barack Obama and his Russian counterpart at the time, Dmitry Medvedev, restricts each side to 1,550 deployed warheads and 800 launchers and bombers. It also provides for a series of mutual on-site inspections. Russia froze its participation in New START in 2023, but has continued to voluntarily follow the limits set in the treaty. Its looming expiration and the lack of dialogue on anchoring a successor deal have worried arms control advocates. Talks on extending the agreement have broken down in recent years due to tensions over the Ukraine conflict, sparking fears that both sides will reach the limits once it expires. Russia and the US are the world's biggest nuclear powers, holding about 88% of the world's nuclear weapons. Russia possesses 5,580 nuclear weapons, but the US has 5,044.